All right, 2006 Toyota Avalon. All right, painted that ball joint. We got it out of there. Basically, all right, so it got stuck. I believe it was 17 millimeters. You got 3 bolts. You got 1 nut on the bottom, right here. Make it quick. I'll put the new one in. So 1 on the bottom, you gotta take off, 2 up here. I would take them off last, probably, because you want to hold it in place. Or you got somebody help hold you, it's fine. Now, what happened here, we couldn't get it off or nothing. So, you got a little bit of the cut tool got on there. That don't hurt nothing. I'll smooth it out if I need to, but it ain't even going to make a difference. But I had to use an angle grinder. Cut the edges of that nut right off of there. Just going to go in. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is your old one. Well, right here. It's basically the nut, so it'll hold up in there like this. That nut right there is going, the capsule nut, basically, the cotter pin just, was rusted off. It was seized in there. It was not coming off. So basically, you just got this part in here. I basically cut this off with the angle grinder. Up in there like this. Pretty easy. You just got to take your time with it and be careful. And that's all. That's why you need an angle grinder. Right here, that's one of the keys to this one. But you can probably do it without it. It would just take a lot of ringing and banging and all kinds of stuff. But there you go. It's the old one. So basically, you take your little pitchfork, ball joint removal tool, whatever you want to call it, and smack her on down. You wedge that right up in there, and you just give her some smacks, and out she comes. That's why I said leave it bolt over here first. That way, you can drop her down. Use your jack, too, to move that up and down. That's all you got to do, and that should be it. And that's the old one. See if I can get her up out of there. There you go. That's the old one. This thing was toasted. Trying to get this thing out for a minute. That's the old one. Shot. He's squeaking all over the place. So we're going to put the new one in. I'm going to put it in right quick. Man, hold the camera real quick. You trying to hold this jank for me? Where you at, dog? I'm going to have him hold. You want to hold the camera for me? I'll put this new one in. To show that. All right. So I showed how we got the old jank off. Let's see. These are the new. Get the cotter pin, all that here. See? Well, shout out to 1A Auto. Got some decent tools. Let's see. That's a thick cotter pin. I'm joking. So his problem was you got to pull the cotter pin out. His was stuck up in there, but is what it is. So. All right. This one feels nice and heavy duty. I'll tell you that. This is tight. I ain't even gonna mess with it. So now I'm putting it back in. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my jack. So what we're gonna do is use your jack. I should be a jack right up outside of the roller. That should be able to move me up and down if I need to. Let me see how it'll work out with that one. I'm gonna see if I can do that the easiest way. That may be the easiest way. Really, I've never even put one back on these ones. Ain't nothing else to it. See, that's gonna want to pull stuff out. So myself a little bit of extra room, some height. Well, I hope you line it up. See how I do that? Basically, it'll help you get it right back in 10 times easier. You see how I do that? So now, when you go in, where am I light? So when you go up in there, it go help out a ton. See how I did that? So now when we get it back in, it'll help. I gotta go up a little bit higher probably. We gotta go down low on this. So really, I should be good right like that for real. Get this part in first. And that shit, just wedge it in, and then we put that jank right up in there. We can. It's gonna be a little tricky how this angle is. I doing all that. Let me see though. You gotta be able to get it in. You gotta be careful with the thread. So what I am gonna do is this. Actually, I'm not gonna put this point in first. I'm gonna put this part in first, and then I'm gonna go back and put that jank in. Just because I can't really bend this damn thing that much. It is tight. All right, I'm gonna have to bend it. Down here, don't mess that up. You gotta have this thing going all the way out. You want it flexed out because it ain't no way it could go in on it if I don't get it out. Actually, I need it in with my bag. I said the wrong thing. That way it'll tuck itself in and go in. You wanna show how I did that right quick though? So basically when I got it in, so I bent it the other way so it would go in. Now I can get that up in there and get this in there at the same time. Really, it's that jack doing most of the work for me though. So hold that real quick if you like, if you could, and I'm gonna pop this guy right in. Basically, it should slide right into place just about. So I'm not even gonna worry about this all the way. All I'm gonna do right now is Let's see, let me put the top on that bitch first, real quick. I'm gonna actually. So let me go ahead and get the cotter pin on that one. I don't want to lose my angle. We can always get it later. I'm just holding it a little bit as we go. You feel me? That cotter pin need to go in. I mean, that cotter pin, but the bolt. I believe that's what I was using, the 3/4, but I think it's. I don't even know. I'm about to check. I ain't even use a tool. I just cut it. I forget what size it was. All right, so you got that back on. Now you want to get it pretty tight. You don't got to have it that tight for the time being because we still got to get the bottom in there. So now basically once that in, let's see. I just use the same one I was using for the time being. I'm gonna tighten it back up mostly for now. I don't gotta get it super tight. Like I said, we'll have to go back in there. And don't use this part. You'll get it stuck if you use that part. Just trust me. It will not be a good day. Was that the one I was using? Couldn't have been. Well, you know what? It's a different size that come with the one in the kit. So let me go grab another bolt real quick. Another piece. Another wrench. Ah, dang my knees, man. Knees are killing me. Where is, hang on one sec. Show them how I did that. If you want to pull it up. Yeah, how I did it. Get out all the wrenches. Get this tight. All right, let's see what size that nut is. I should have checked before I got it in there, but oh well. I didn't. It's what it is. So it's bigger than it was. What's that one? The other one? 17. Yeah, I think that's a 19 millimeter. I believe it's 19 millimeter. I want to say. Maybe bigger. Just yeah. I want to see how right here. That's way too big. I figured it would be. I just want to get an idea what size. Probably gonna be a 22 or 21. I'm gonna bet you. Probably a 20. Well, let's see, 22. 22, I believe. I'm gonna check it here in a second. But right now, man, that's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna roll with it for the time being. I think it's a 21. That's a crazy size difference. I'll tell you that. Definitely different size than the old. We don't have the old because they did go. That jump for 1 second. I can show them kind of. Now we're just getting this hand secure for the time being, until we get it all in place. So I ain't gonna get it real tight. I'm gonna get it tight enough. That way it'll hold. I'm gonna let off this jack, and I'm gonna actually go to jack it from the other direction. You ever see that too? When you do with the wrist, you notice how I did that? You turn it around, go back in, you turn it the other way again. You see how I'm doing that? A lot of people don't realize that really helps. All right, so either way, that's good for now. Now what I'm gonna do is, hold on a second, I'm gonna lower the jack down, basically. Just a little, I'm going real slow with it. Now, she basically held, I'm gonna jack it from this side. Basically jack right up on the ball joint, all you gotta do. Yeah, that's why I like this little jack here I'm using, actually. Works really good. So I'm gonna jack right up on the ball joint now, and help line that other piece up. So, basically, right up on the bottom of the ball joint, and it also helped me push the ball joint into place too. So it kind of does kill two birds with one stone, like so. See how it lines itself up. Make sure we get plenty of leverage. Always be careful with your threads. We'll try to push through there in a second. I know it is. I don't want it to go through all the way yet. There she goes. Perfect. Actually wanted her to come out. That's exactly what I want. See how she lines herself up even? She almost lines up for me. Now, basically move it and line into position. Like that one. And we have to line it back up and let her down slow right into the holes. So she'll line up. Get it better. Get a good view for me. See how I got it in this? Nice. I'm gonna go down a little bit on her. She'll go right into the hole. You hold that right there for me. Just hold it. We can show you the best we can. But real slow. Up, up, up. Don't want to do that one. It went too quick. Hard to do that in film. It really is. But she'll be alright. Let's see. Alright, so this time we got her up. Now we're just gonna go in and line it up best we can. So I'm gonna have to actually, let me see, put this jack down for a second. I'm actually gonna go like this. I should be able to see. Hopefully I can see what I'm doing. As best as I can do. I gotta hope to push it and do it. Alright, so now you see what I'm saying? Lower that jack real slow for me though. Got that real, real slow for me. Really slow, man, really slow. We got it. Hang on. Hang on a second. Lower real slow for me. Slow as you can. I know what it needs to come down. Come on. Come down.
Oh shit.
I gotta lower, Randy. Can't do this shit forever. Can't hold it, go. Go slow. I can't help it. I'm losing my breath. Come on. God damn, dude. I said slow. Fuck my knee. Man, get it back in there. God damn it. So I took my kneecap off. All right, look. Let me get it. Anyways, he would have lined it up. He would have done it right. Basically, he slipped because it's not easy to do that. Be careful with your knee. But yeah, you got to do it slow. That's the main thing to get to line up through the fucking hole. Not lose a kneecap. All right, so I know what it needs to do. Baby, straighten the wool back out. That may be the best way to do it. I'm just gonna try to get it straightened out a little bit because I just don't want to mess up the bolts. You know what I'm saying? We good. Kneecap still attached. Actually, we should be about. Oh yeah, we gotta have to turn it a little bit. All right, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. All right. Hang on one second. All right, I got more playing in now, so that's even better. It was just so stiff. All right. Is the wheel straight if you can for now? You can be a straight other way. Oh, no, stop. Other way. Yeah. Keep going. All right, that should be good. I'm about to work from here. All right, thank you, man. All right, now we'll go back up with it. We good. Yeah, it's a little jack be confusing, I know. It ain't the best jack. Should have had a different one, but it's cool. It'll still do the trick. I just need to be able to get these in the hole now. And now that it's straight like that, it should be easier. I just don't know why this motherfucker is that crazy.
Live, Joe, you just record me and post it.
Live.
Why you like just record me and post it?
But it's just easier that way. I'm not doing live. Let me see. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'll come back. I'm gonna finish getting that in. I ain't doing this forever. Basically, you gotta line it up and slip it back in. I'm trying to see what be easier. It may be easier to go ahead and I think it's gonna be easier to put those in first. But I'll come back and update it later. Peace.